The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com. InRavio.com.
Today's Glory Days show, it's the start of the 2014 Glory Days football extravaganza.
It's so extravagant, it's going to take the whole month of August to get through.
We'll have live reports from New England, Houston, and San Diego today.
And we love the football extravaganza so much. What are we waiting for? Glory Days coming up right now. Hello again, everybody. Today is Saturday, August 9th, 2014, and you are watching the Glory Days show with Bruce and Disco. My name is Paul DeSclafani. This is my good buddy with Bruce Oler. Bruce?
Bruce. Here we go.
Matt Martin is behind the glass, and you are joining us on InRavio.com. We broadcast to the world from the InRavio studios at the Village Music Shoppy here in beautiful Mastic, Long Island, in the great state of New York.
It's another great beach day.
Yeah, another great beach day, you know. Unfortunately, it's just as hot down here in the InRavio studios.
Actually, we've been lucky. It hasn't been one of those, really sweltering summers.
No, it really hasn't.
I think we had one 90-degree day so far.
And
just kind of ironic that we're talking about football today with it still being a nice summer beachy day.
It's that time again, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Jets played a game this week. We got our first look at Michael Vick.
Yeah.
And he looked pretty good, Michael Vick.
I think he, to tell you the truth, he looked better than
Geno Smith.
He did. And the defense, I don't think they looked that good, to tell you the truth.
No, but they didn't play a lot. The first team defense didn't play a lot.
But the first team, the Colts' first team ran all over.
Yeah. And that's going to be and the whole thing this year with the Jets is that their defense is supposed to be the key.
That's right. Vaunted. It's a vaunted defense.
We're talking about going back to the days of the 2009-2010 Jets, mm-hmm. Where defense carried the day and the offense was kind of like
Just don't lose the game for us.
Just don't lose the game for us. That's right. And so it was really cool getting football back in the back on TV and starting to talk about it again.
We need to start thinking about our fantasy teams.
I know. The championship.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, keep rubbing it in there, buddy.
I intend to the entire year.
All right.
If we could play We Are the Champions during the course of the show, I wouldn't be playing it all the time.
Right. Okay, well, I would learn that on a guitar if I was the champion. But since I am not the champion, you have a fat chance of me doing that song for you, my friend. We are friends, but friendship only takes you so far.
There is no friendship when we step between the lines.
That's right.
So, if you're new to this here program, we do something every year. It's called the Football Extravaganza, where we're going to get correspondent reports from all over the country. Well, not all of them.
No expense.
Spare no expense. And we're going to get started with it today, and it's going to take the entire month of August for us to go through, culminating with our good pal, Rocky Cleaver, who will be on our last show for August.
Just a little asterisk there, though. We're not going to talk about every team.
No.
You know, we don't have correspondents in every city. But we'll be covering most of the major teams.
We have, wherever we know people is the teams that we're covering.
There you go. That's the asterisk.
Everybody might want to talk about the Indianapolis Colts, or
we don't know anybody that lives in Indianapolis.
We don't know anybody that lives.
So they're out.
So they're out. But we are going to do today. We're going to do. We got a couple of shows today. A couple of them today. We've got 3 today, 3 next Saturday, and the 2 more the week after that.
On the 23rd, okay.
And, if we can get anybody else to do during the course of like September or
so. So if you're watching the show, you have a favorite team, you're living in Denver, you're living in Indianapolis, you're living in Seattle,
give us a call.
Sure.
Give us a call and we will set you up, baby. You could be
you
a
can
star.
Skype in if you want to.
Yeah, we'd really like to do that. That's going to be cool if we can get them to Skype.
Yes.
We get to actually see their cherubic faces.
Cherubic.
One of my favorite words is cherubic.
Yeah, I'm not sure we know too many cherubs to tell you the truth.
It's nice to see our lovely and talented producer, Matt Martin, back with his cherubic face.
Yes.
Which was very uncherubic
earlier
in the week.
Little teeth problems there.
Yeah. Looked like you lost a fight.
I went to the dentist for the first time in about 5 years. I said, why did it take you 5 years to go? I said, I really don't like going to the dentist.
Yeah. All righty. We'll do. Why don't we take a break?
Okay. And we'll get Pete on the phone.
We are just getting started here on the Glory Day show. So we're going to take a quick break, pay some bills, and when we come back, we'll have our first guest on the line.
All right.
And he is the lovely and talented Pete Torgerson. And he'll be here to talk about his beloved New England Patriots. Correspondent reports from Houston, San Diego, still to come on the football extravaganza. Stay with us. You're watching the Glory Day Show with Bruce and Disco, only on NRadio.com. We're coming right back.
This is Joe Larson from the 5051 Racing Show, live every Monday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Watch as I dive into everything from NASCAR and motor racing, only on NRadio.com.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural.
And organic.
But strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice. And we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
Welcome back to the Glory Day Show with Bruce and Disco here on InRavio.com. On our phone is a good friend of the show and a frequent contributor to this here program. He's a die-hard New Englander. He loves his Bruins. He loves his Red Sox, but I think he loves the Patriots most of all. From Walpole, Massachusetts, please welcome our good pal, Pete Torgerson.
What's going on,
All right,
guys?
Pete. Hey, Petey, how are you?
Great.
I understand you ran into a facial problem also last week.
Oh, yeah.
Got a little black eye going on there or something, huh?
Yeah, that was the easy part. The concussion was the tough part.
Ooh, concussion too. That's not good.
Did you have to go to like a special room?
Yeah, the guy told me to rest my brain. I said, why should today be any different than any other day?
All righty. So Pete is joining us here on the hotline. He is going to talk about these beloved New England Patriots. Do you still have a bromance for Tom Brady, or are we finally, is this going to be the year when he breaks his leg and is done?
No, God forbid. No, he's still my man.
Yeah.
But the window is closing.
Yeah, I guess one of the things I read is that I guess they drafted a quarterback pretty high this year, right? Because I guess they're starting to get worried about, how long he's going to be around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Brady says he wants to play until he's 64 years old, but that's fine.
What does Giselle say about that, I wonder?
Well, I think he's found the fountain of youth in Giselle, but that's a story for another time.
All right.
Yeah. They have Ryan Mallett backing him up, and he's been partly cloudy at best in his exhibition games. So this kid, Jimmy Garoppolo, came in the other night. He made a few nice passes, but again, the game the other night was a waste of time. Nobody out there playing will be playing opening day. One or two of the guys might be on special teams, but it was just, it's a scrimmage.
I guess they lost 23-6, and I said, ooh, New England's not looking too good. And then I found out that basically Brady didn't play, a lot of the starters didn't play, and I guess they had 3 days of practice against them earlier in the week,
right.
and Brady lit him up the entire time. So, I guess they didn't want to rub it in too much, I guess is what I read.
It's part of the NFL, hype machine. Oh, the opener, they're just trying to make money, and some suckers are paying top dollar for tickets to go to these games.
They're paying regular price for tickets.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a crime. I mean, the Jets were the last NFL team to force their season ticket holders to pay for the exhibition games.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Foxborough, they do it, and, everybody's always, they bring their kids to those games, or, they give them out. There's always tickets floating around. They're holding the season ticket holders hostage.
Do you know that on Groupon, there was, for the Jets preseason game against Indianapolis, Groupon tickets were $9.
Wow.
$9.
Yeah.
That's $125
Well,
ticket.
we're not here to talk about the Jets. Let's talk about
All right,
New England.
yeah, right. All righty, so tell us what you think. First of all, New England was 12-4 last year. They finished first in the AFC East. like
Ho hum. I guess that's like the Atlanta Braves in the National League East for a long time.
So they get a first place bye. They beat Indianapolis in the divisional round, but then they lost to Denver in the conference championship. So what's going to be different about this year's Patriots?
Well, hopefully everybody's healthy again.
Yeah.
Vegas has the under-over line at 11 for wins. I think they'll go over that. If everybody stays healthy, especially on the defense, they were killed last year on defensive injuries. Gerard Mayo was out. The biggest piece of the puzzle that was out was Vince Wilfork.
Right.
He takes up a lot of space. He pretty much eliminates a lot of running games just by his size and speed, and I don't know if it's speed what you call it, but he moves around great for a big man.
He of the butt fumble, I guess, against the Jets, right?
Yeah, I think so.
A few years back. They added Darrell Revis.
I was just going to bring that up. Now, this guy 2 years ago, I think somebody on this show might have said he was the greatest football player of all time. And
I don't think that was me. I think that might have been my cohort here. I don't know.
And this
Darrell Revis is a bum.
Well, they were doing some drills last week from like deep in their zone, and Brady was trying to get him out of the hole, and Revis was like picking him off left and right, running it in.
And I have to tell you that they're playing the Jets twice. Okay.
Yeah.
No matter what is going on the field, even if Darrell Revis can only stand up and can't run, the Jets will not throw anywhere near him because they do not want the embarrassment of him making an interception against them.
That's probably true.
So no matter what happens, New England has got an entire side of the field that they don't have to cover.
Now, the Jets don't play New England until Game 7 this year. It's a Thursday night game. And then Week 16, I guess, is when they play again. So usually we see
New England, the first one at New England, Thursday night?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
That's at New England.
Are you guys going to do the field trip up for that?
There's a good possibility of that.
You know what? If you can get tickets, I'll go.
All right. I'm on it.
I'd have to bring my son, the New England fan, though.
So tell me what's going on with LeGarrette Blount. He was a big running back last year. He left, right? So what's the deal with the running backs this year?
It's same as always. It's a crapshoot. When was the last time the Patriots had consistent running backs for 6 years? What do we have? We have Stephen Ridley and Ben Vereen's son Shane this year.
Yeah.
They picked up a couple of rookies, and it's the same thing every year. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know. It's always a crapshoot.
It's always a running back by committee, I think, with them too. It's never one guy that's the featured back on that team. You talked about how important it is, the injuries and stuff, and Gronkowski's obviously a big part. Right. He's still recovering from that knee surgery he had, right? He's not 100%
back,
yet, is he?
He didn't go down to Richmond for the 3 days. But they said last night that he's going to be involved in full contact practices this week. So that's huge. Logan Mankins is back. They had so many injuries. Danny Amendola, hopefully he could turn into something. Edelman had his breakout year last year, so he should be a target. Sometimes I think Brady's like, Marino had the M&M boys, but he's never really had. The 1 year he had. Am I losing you guys?
No, we're listening.
I gotcha.
Yeah, 1 year he has a receiver. He's had every record going. So
New England is. That team. They always find somebody to just put in the spot and have them succeed.
They are the Yankees of football.
They are.
Well, you know what? Here's something that I found that since 2003. New England is 85-15 at home.
Yep, 9-0 last year.
That's unbelievable.
Yep.
And it's not a loud place, and it's not I don't see a huge home field advantage there because when they built the stadium, that one end is open where they have the lighthouse, and it doesn't get real loud. And all the seats like in the middle section, they're all connected to that big the suites up there. So people a lot of time aren't even in there. They're up top watching. So I don't know.
And they're also they. I'm not saying that they have an easier schedule, but everybody in the NFC, the AFC East has to play them twice. So
got the Jets, Buffalo,
Miami. That's probably at least 4 out of 6 wins, right? Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but New England's still the team I think to beat in the East.
Yeah. They're the vampires of the National Football League. You just can't kill them.
Yeah, it's a cupcake schedule with that AFC East. It's never been tough.
And they're playing the Raiders this year.
Yeah.
The Chiefs had a good year last year. They're playing the Vikings. They're playing the Lions. Again, before the year starts, it seems like it might be an easy schedule. You never know with the
That's
NFL.
right.
The NFL after week 3, everything changes.
Yeah.
You get a
you go 2 games away. Dolphin Vikings, Raiders at home at 1:00. That's a huge advantage for the Patriots right there because those guys
Right.
are on West Coast time. They think it's 9:00 in the morning. They're playing football. Then Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, Bears. Is that going to be a tough game? I don't know. And then the November 2nd is their first. Like when I look at the schedule, I'm like, oh, the first tough game. November 2nd, the Broncos.
Yeah.
So they possibly could be 2, 4, 6. They could be 7-1.
Or 8-0?
8-0 going into the Broncos game. That's not out of line.
No, it's not. And you know what? You think about it, they didn't really lose anybody other than LeGarrette Blount.
Right.
They really didn't
Right.
lose anything. They were 1 game away from the Super Bowl last year.
They
Right.
added Darrell Revis, which
And
is a
they
great
added
acquisition.
Revis,
So
Right. And Blount only had that one in the playoff game. He had the game of his life.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's his name?
The rest of the games, I think he was smoking a few blunts. So,
Well,
yeah, where did he go to? Did he go to Denver?
who?
yeah.
Garrett Blunt. I don't know.
Well, he loves to smoke them blunts.
Exactly.
He had
Well,
a thing in his contract that he had to go to Denver.
So, Pete, I guess it's looking good for New England this year. It looks like another winning year, probably winning the division and, going forward in the playoffs.
Yeah. And
Or, there's always the chance that Brady gets hurt because this team is going
stop
nowhere
talking
without
about
Brady.
that for crying out loud.
Well, we have to talk about it because it's our only hope.
I
Help
was
me,
at that-
Obi-Wan. You're my only hope.
I was at that game in 2008 when he went down. You want to get a sick feeling in your stomach because when he got hit, you just knew.
Listen, we've
Well, it's a
as
franchise
Jet
player.
fans, we see that all the time. When Vinny Testaverde went down,
Yeah.
in the first half of the year, we were going to the Super Bowl.
What was that, 47 years ago? Or
About 37 years ago.
Yep. All right, Pete,
man.
we got to wrap up here. So good talking to you. We'll talk to you about maybe getting up there for that game on the 16th, October 16th against the Jets.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, in a few minutes, I'm taking the ALS challenge for the baseball player from Boston College that has ALS,
Oh, okay.
the bucket over the head thing. So
Wow.
So what do you have to
200
do?
challenge. I have to get a bucket of ice water dumped over my head. I've been challenged by one of my daughter's friends, so
Oh, man.
it's all good. So, but
That's
they're
very-
doing a great job with getting the word out on ALS and just educating so many kids and people and raising a lot of money. So it's all good.
Have you ever gotten a bucket of ice water dumped on your head before?
I have not.
Well,
I have.
good luck.
It's,
All right.
It's a shock to the system.
All right. We're going to take
All right,
another
guys.
break. Get ready for our next correspondence here on the Glory Days Extravaganza. We'll be talking to Trey Looney from Houston, or Houston, I guess, right?
Houston.
Good talking to you, Pete. Take care.
So you don't want to miss Trey Looney. Waiting in the wings, John Lombardi from beautiful San Diego to talk about the Chargers. And at the end, Mr. B will do a song for you. You're watching the Glory Days show with Bruce the Disco only on InRadio.com.
world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural
And organic.
but strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice. And we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
Welcome back to the Glory Days Show with Bruce and Disco here on InRavio.com. On our Glory Days hotline is one of our newest correspondents. You might remember him last year from the Baseball Extravaganza, where he talked about his favorite baseball team, which is the Houston Astros.
Houston.
And, Houston. I don't know. We have to ask him, is it Houston or Houston?
Yeah.
At any rate, on our phone right now from the great state of Texas is our good pal Trey Looney. Trey, how are you?
Great. Doing well, sir. How are y'all doing today?
We're okay. Oh, we forgot the hats. Oh, man.
We had cowboy hats to wear
We
today.
had cowboy hats we were going to wear for you today.
Well, I'm not much of a Cowboy fan since I'm a Texans fan, so, you know.
So how are you? What's going on down there in Houston?
Well,
Is it Houston or Houston?
It is Houston, and or H-Town, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, take a hat.
Houston might be a little rough, but that's okay. Obviously, we're licking our wounds from last season for sure. So.
Well, the Texans finished. They finished last in the AFC South. They were 2-14. Obviously, they didn't make the playoffs.
They had some quarterback problems, if I remember.
Yeah, you know, were you a big Matt Schaub fan?
Well, he seemed to throw a lot of touchdown passes to the other team.
A little pick six action
really.
going on there, huh?
So definitely, I'm kind of glad to see him gone. I'm actually glad to see Kubiak gone as well. So
Yeah. So let's talk about what's going to be different this year. Obviously, you've got a new quarterback. You don't have your big tight end Owen Daniels anymore, but you got Ryan Fitzpatrick, and of course,
They added Andre Brown, running back.
and the big guy.
Number one pick, Now, how do you pronounce that first name here?
well, we call him JD down here.
Okay.
J.D. Clowney. Okay.
J.D. Clowney, it's a little bit easier, and certainly we like to trinicate things here in the South a little bit. So
I guess if I think about Houston, I think about their dominating defense. I mean, and they just got better with the #1 pick that they made. So they just got to score some points, I guess, is what it comes down to, really, right?
Well, actually, last season they were the 7th-rated defense.
Yeah.
So, especially if they can kind of get a little bit more of a pass rush up front, which Clowney was obviously brought in to do, we should see an uptick in what we're looking at in their effectiveness. The other thing, definitely, and it's kind of funny, you had the Patriots on before me here, but we're thrilled to have Romeo Crennel as our defensive coordinator. I think he's going to change a lot of the culture on the defense. He's going to do a lot of new looks, and I think this team is going to possibly work into the top 5 of defenses by the end of the year. So,
Were you worried at all about what they were talking about with Clowney, with his personality, with his attitude, any of that type of thing? Are they concerned about that?
I'm probably more worried about the groin. His groin injury, obviously, had the surgery for, but I think he's going to be fine. He's wowed a lot of people in practice, and I know that's just practice, but I suspect that he's going to be pretty strong when it comes to it. I actually look to see him get 10+ sacks this year. So
now I got one question for you because I own Andre Johnson in my fantasy football league. What's the prognosis for him this year?
Well, everybody's talking like he's not going to be really pushing the envelope, but I think he's the consummate pro when it's all said and done. And quite honestly, Ryan Fitzpatrick, who else is he really going to throw besides Hopkins? You already mentioned Owen Daniels going to be gone, so he's going to float it up to Johnson whenever he gets in trouble, and Johnson's just going to go get it. That's what he's always done. So.
Now, he's kind of a malcontent, though, right? I mean, he's got a contract problem and things like that, so... but you still think he's the guy. So you think I should protect him in my league?
I would definitely say so, and yeah, he does sound like he's a malcontent, but he just wants that final year of his contract guaranteed, and I believe that our owner basically said that he will retire at Texas, and I do believe that. So
what do you think? What do you think is realistic for this team this year? Obviously, they're going to be better than 2-14.
They play in a division. Tennessee is, I don't know how great they are. Indianapolis obviously is a good team. And Jacksonville, they were terrible last year. So I guess the sky's the limit for these guys, really, right?
I mean, is this a team that could finish at 500? You think? Are you guys looking for more than that down there?
Well, I think that to chalk up about 4 division wins would be solid, and I think that that's possible. Then that would mean 4 other out of division wins to get to 8-8, and I think that would probably be a solid goal. I don't know where we're going to see a turnaround like we did with the Chiefs last year, where we go from horrible to playoffs. But definitely the team is going to see some improvement. I actually you circled a game here on the schedule. Apparently they're playing the Giants in week 3. You wouldn't be up for a little wager on that one, would you?
Of course.
We'll wager, but we're rooting for Houston. We're Jet fans.
No. Let's make it interesting, though. Let's make the stakes interesting, You know
what, Trey, what we're going to be doing here, by the way, is probably next week or the week after, we're going to be starting our football picks for the year. So, of course, obviously, we'd love you to join us for that. We'll be creating something on like ESPN on the Pigskin Pick'em. So we'd love to have you guys, you and the rest of the guys that have been reporting for us on there, so we can see, if you're any better than us, because everybody should be better than us when it comes to picking football games. We're the worst at picking football games ever. Although I think, Mr. B, you beat me last year, right? Weren't you the champion last year?
Yeah, I beat you. Yeah, I beat you at one game, I think, or something. I don't know. Okay.
Well, I would love to participate. So.
All righty, man. Well, hang in there. Thanks for taking the time with us today.
Go Houston.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
Go Houston.
Good luck to your Jets this season, all right?
Yeah, thanks, man. We'll talk. Thanks, Trey.
All right.
That is our good pal, Trey Looney, reporting from Houston. All right, we've got 2 down and 1 to go here on the Football Extravaganza. We're going to take another break. And when we get back, we'll hear from the beautiful locale of San Diego. And our first-time correspondent on Glory Days, John Lombardi.
Okay.
You're watching the Glory Days show with Bruce and Disco, only on radio.com. We're coming right back.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com. For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural
And organic.
but strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice. And we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
Welcome back to the Glory Days Show with Bruce and Disco here on radio.com. On the Glory Days hotline is a first-time correspondent. He is from the beautiful locale of San Diego.
That is one beautiful place.
And he wants to talk about, and he's going to talk about, the San Diego Chargers. Please welcome to the program, John Lombardi. John, how are you?
I'm good, guys. How you doing?
Hey, John, how are you?
Are you awake out there in San Diego at 7:30 in the morning?
I've been up since about 6 o'clock.
Why is that? Because you wanted to watch the show?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
How are you?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
I don't know if you remember my co-host here, Bruce. Last time Bruce saw you, I think you were probably 13.
Yeah, I think so. I remember that trip out to California.
You were in. You guys were living in El Cajon at the time.
About that.
Yep.
I said these guys came out when I was younger, and we had a good time with that. You guys need to make a trip again, since I'm looking on the schedule on October 5th. We seem to be playing the Jets out here in San Diego.
I saw that.
Wow.
Believe me, the thought has definitely crossed my mind.
So we got 10-5 against San Diego, and then we got a couple of, I think it's the next
weeks
week,
later
they're
in New
playing
England.
New England. Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Let's take this thing on the
you
road.
guys, like I said, tickets wouldn't be an issue for me to get if you guys wanted to come.
Yeah, you have the greatest job in the world.
You know, I keep telling everybody it's not that great, but actually it is.
Well, he works with alcohol beverage placements,
Right.
in large arenas.
I know you said you went to the Met.
We had the
San Diego
best time
Padre
out in
game.
San Diego,
Yep.
John. Man, I had such a good time seeing you
so
out
did I.
there and seeing what a beautiful ballpark that San Diego Park is.
I just wish the team could play as pretty as the park did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but we are here to discuss business.
Absolutely.
The San
And
Diego
we want to talk about
Chargers.
the San Diego Chargers. And
Well, I mean, outside of the Aztecs basketball, it's about the only thing we have to talk about in this town in a good way.
well, last year they finished third in the AFC West. They were actually under 500, but they were the
7-9.
the second wild card, and they go into Cincinnati and they win a wild card
Yep.
game. And
You
then
know,
really you just barely missed beating Denver.
You know, the thing is, since McCoy came on, this team has taken a completely different view of itself. Talking with some of the guys at Chargers headquarters, some of the management, and they just said it's just a different feel when you walk into the facility. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that has a lot to do with it.
Now, Bruce, actually, I believe your fantasy quarterback is Philip Rivers.
Well, no,
It
it's
was last
actually
year.
Aaron Rodgers.
Right,
Aaron
you had
Rodgers
but
went
when
down,
Rodgers
so
got
I
hurt, so
had
you
a
had
lot of
Rivers.
quarterbacks. So I have Philip Rivers, who he's a great quarterback, although he says he's not one of the elite quarterbacks, I think is what I read. I guess he's
Right.
pretty humble about things,
You know, I think the persona of him nationwide, because he is so animated during games and he does get fired up. The guy is really just a down-to-earth, great guy. He's a great competitor. He doesn't have the skill set that maybe some of the other guys do, but he always finds a way to try to do the best he can. And last year was a bounce-back year, I think, with the new offense, with the more 3- and 5-step drops instead of doing 7 like when Norv was here, has really helped him
Right.
since he's not that mobile. But, is he a Manning or is he a Brady? I don't think he's to that level, but he is one of the top, I would say, in the NFL.
And they got ex-Jet Kellen Clemens backing him up this year, it looks like.
Right, so at least if he gets hurt.
Absolutely. I think that's an upgrade from Charlie Whitehurst, personally. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they, again, they improved their offensive line, which was a big help to him. And they got that, your rookie last year, that Kellen Allen, a receiver
Right.
last year.
Keenan Allen, yeah.
Keenan Allen.
Yep.
He had 8 touchdowns as a rookie.
Wow.
That's a lot for a rookie.
Well, when Floyd went out, and Gates has, been on the downside of his career for a while now. Rivers had to find somebody else that he felt comfortable with, and that kid really stepped it up, and he's legit. I mean, if Floyd and Vincent Brown on the other side could do anything, that would be such a big help offensively. I think they're going to score points, but, the problem with this team in the last 4 or 5 years has been defensively. We can't stop anybody. Hopefully that changes this year, and it looks like it might with some of the people they added.
Now, Ladarius Green, I guess he's waiting for Antonio Gates to hang it up, I guess. I guess he's kind of a logjam there. He's a guy who took on a flyer on last year in fantasy. He's supposed to be very athletic. What's his prognosis this year?
Well, from what they're saying, he's going to see a lot more playing time. McCoy's going to do a lot more double tight end sets this year to have both of them on the field, since he is such a great talent.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see Gates, as far as targeting, it's going to go down a little bit this year because, McCoy's whole thing is to spread the ball around, and Rivers has always been one of those guys that whoever's got the hot hand or whoever's open, that's who he's going to get the ball to.
Right.
So, I like the kid. And, with Antonio's track record, he hasn't made a full season in the last 3 or 4. So,
I know. Let's talk about Ryan Matthews for a second.
okay.
If he stays healthy, he is a great running back. Does he stay healthy? What are they looking for out of him this year?
Well, I think that's why they brought in Donald Brown. I think his carries, I think last year was the largest workload he's ever had, and probably due to the fact that it was the healthiest he's been since he's been here.
Right.
With Woodhead and Donald Brown being here, I think you're going to see, like in most leagues now with most teams, they're going to rotate their backs. And
Running
if
back
he
by
can
committee,
stay healthy, he's one of the best running backs in the league if he stays healthy. But that's a big if. So I think personally you're going to see them rotate more backs than they probably did in previous years.
Obviously, from a schedule standpoint, they have you have to play. You got to play Denver
you got
twice.
Kansas City in this division. Those are 2 tough
But
teams.
you also get to play the Raiders twice.
Yeah, well,
this year they're
right.
playing you're playing the AFC East, so you're going to get the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Bills. But because of that, you also have to play the Patriots.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know.
And then their NFC West schedule, they got to play Seattle, Arizona,
And San Francisco, right?
San Francisco. It's not a great schedule. I know, from what I've been talking about with other people, we're looking at. If they win 10-6, that's a monumental success. I think it's going to be another 9-7 year, just simply the fact of who they have to play in their non-league schedule. Plus, having to play Denver twice, Kansas City is going to be better. So, we're hoping 10-6 is what I'm looking at. Realistically, that would be a great year.
And they got a tough last 3 games. They're playing Denver in Week 15. Week 16, they're playing San Francisco. And in Week 17, Kansas City. So it's probably going to come down to those last 3 games of the year.
Then you throw in St. Louis and Baltimore. St. Louis, I think, is going to be a much improved team. And Baltimore is always going to play hard.
Always going to play tough, right?
Yeah.
So is this a 500 team? Is this an over 500 team?
Like I said, I'm looking at 9-7 realistically, because the question mark is the defense. We're going to score points. They always have been able to score points. Are they going to be able to stop anybody? And then, I don't put much stock in preseason, but if you looked at Dallas's first team without Romo in a preseason game, and they could have run the ball up and down the field, it looked like. So that didn't make me feel too good about when you went first team against first team.
All right, we got about what do we got? About 30 seconds left. Well, we got about 30 seconds left before we have to go to break. So you've been out on the West Coast for a long time. I know I got all the aunts and uncles and cousins watching the show today. So say hello to everybody.
Everybody, hello. I talked to Uncle Paul about a week ago. So we're trying to plan a trip next year if we can make it back there.
Now, is it Uncle Paul or Uncle Paulie?
It's Uncle Paulie.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought,
guys,
man.
Exactly.
You guys might be more respectful of him out there.
That's right.
Calling him Uncle Paul.
Give Uncle Paulie to us.
He's Uncle Paulie out there.
Absolutely. It's still Uncle Paulie out here, too.
All right, man. Say hello to your brother for me and your lovely wife.
All right. Take care,
Good
guys.
talking
All right,
to you,
man.
John.
We'll talk to you.
Take care.
Thanks, John. That is John Lombardi, our new West Coast correspondent.
Excellent.
All
Excellent.
righty.
Good talking to him.
You made it this far. Hang out for a few more minutes, and we have a real treat for you. We're going to take our last break of the day, set up for Mr. B's live performance. We didn't even talk about it. What's the song going to be?
Badfingers, no matter what.
No matter what.
Okay.
No matter what, we're coming right back.
Okay.
world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or a flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural
And organic.
but strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice, and we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
Welcome back to the Glory Days Show. We're in the final stages here. At the end of every show, Mr. B does a song for you. And today's song is going to be...
Badfingers?
Badfinger,
No matter what.
No matter what. So take it away, Mr. B.
Okay.
Or it's that way.
No matter what you are, I will always be with you. Doesn't matter what you do, girl. Ooh, girl, want you. No matter what you do, I will always be around. Won't you show me what you found, girl? Ooh, girl, with you. Knock down the old gray wall, be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do. If you would give your all, like I would give it to you, nothing would be, nothing would be, nothing would be. No matter where you go, there will always be a place. Can't you see it in my face, girl? Ooh, girl, with you. Wow, bow, down, oh, wow, bow, down, oh, wow, bow, down, oh, wow, bow, down, oh, bow, 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 bow. Knock down the old gray wall, be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do. If you would give your all, as I would give it to you, nothing would be, nothing would be, nothing would be. No matter what you are, I will always be with you. Doesn't matter what you do, girl. Ooh, girl, with you. Ooh, girl, you, girl, with you. Ooh, girl, you, girl, with you.
Nicely done, partner.
Thank you.
This is like, I really feel like I'm on stage.
Oh boy,
now.
yeah, look at that.
All right, you know, this was fun today. It really was. It's fun. The football extravaganza is just great. You guys are going to enjoy it. So thanks to our producer, Matt Martin. He hosts In or Out, pun intended, on Friday nights here. They're back in
September.
Back in September. Season 3, right? Season 3.
And September's right around the corner.
September's right around the
Boy,
corner.
oh boy.
All right, thanks to all our correspondents for their help in kicking off our 2014 Glory Days football extravaganza. Pete Torgerson, Trey Looney, John Lombardi. Next week, we're going to have 3 more next week.
Boy.
We're going to have Jerry Swarsman from Chicago. We'll have Bill Chandler from Atlanta. And we'll have our movie maven, Tommy Gatto. Will
Talking
be
about
here.
the Jets, huh?
Talking about the Jets. He also wants to talk about, you know, he has a bromance with Johnny Manziel.
Yeah,
Johnny
does he?
Football.
All
yeah.
right, we'll talk about that.
So
That's good.
thanks again, Chuck and Bonnie, for putting up with this nonsense week after week. And of course, thanks to you guys, our loyal viewers, for hanging out with us every Saturday morning here. Enjoy your weekend, everybody, and we'll see you next Saturday. Don't forget, you can check out our archive page. Go to www.inravio.com, and you can see any of our past shows, and you can see any of the shows on inravio.com.
Have a good week.
See you guys later. Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
In Review.